I know you clicked on this video at the right time. I know you need some guidance. Well, I will teach you in 5 minutes how to paint hair. Small little hairs, you know? This is how I do it. This is the start of the show. This is where it's at. But I'm also going to show you how the hairs come out with a long, thin brush. First things first, you're going to dip that brush in water and set aside on your palette. These colors are dry, by the way. Just a little puddle of water, wet your surface, and then go ahead and put the paint. This is heavy body paint, but with the right amount of water, it's just like a fluid acrylics. For your hairs to come out thin, you have to do that twisting motion every time you need more paint. So I have my surface, the part of the body that I'll be working on. And since we're starting from dark to light, we will start with like dark shadows like this or thicker brush strokes to build up to the thinner, lighter hairs that we see in the front. Okay, so I like using this because it allows me to switch the consistency of my brush strokes. Notice the motion of my hand, how I'm making the letter C, and I'm not applying pressure. I'm doing it very lightly, maintaining only the tip on the surface of my canvas. So when I follow that same C motion, you'll see that because of the thickness of my bristles, some of the hairs will be thicker than others. But since we're building up, this is actually what we want. If you start off with a bunch of thinner hairs, you're gonna be there forever. And you won't really get that realistic illusion of a bush, okay? Of whatever you're doing. But we're doing a bush right now. I'm not telling you where. You can leave your guesses in the comments. Okay, this brush, you can see, also has like probably 5 bristles, but it's a little bit longer. That allows us to create form at the end of our brush stroke. So, I'm gonna get more water again. That's the key for this, is to water down your paint, but not too much that it makes it transparent. And as you can see, I'm not going over the same hair. It's just one brush stroke. And lastly, I enjoy using this type of brushes that are thicker, that have more bristles and are also long. So if we go here, doing my same motion, I'm getting my thin lines and make sure that paint is watered down, because it is very unpleasant to try to apply these tips of pressure and balance, and then because of the amount of paint that's on your brush, it gets ruined. And because the paint consistency is not right, it can be frustrating, but it really is all about practice. And this delicacy of just lightly tapping the canvas, it becomes a habit when you know, this is too much. Like if that happens, I go back and I twirl it again and continue. So actually for the base, I'm really enjoying this one right here. It's a great base. And even though it can make thin lines, just by applying more pressure, I'm already like covering up the space that I want to cover it. So just work smarter, not harder. Oop. It's like 2 in 1. So that's how I paint little hairs. And I hope you learned something from it. I feel like no one really talks about brush motion, pressure, and management. The paint weight, would that be the word? Or like paint consistency. Very specific video. So if you encounter it, it was meant to be. Consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and turning on that bell. And I'll see you in my next video.